You know, life is like Tom and Jerry.
Are you high?
Nah, hear me out. You can learn a lot from a cartoon. We all grew up watching it. But you ever watch it and be like, damn, it's just like reality. Just look what's going on now. We know Tom always uses baits or traps to try to get Jerry. So ask yourself, who's your modern day Tom? Nah, besides him. That's right, our government. What does the government use to bait and trap us? The media and other shit. The media uses COVID commercials and force people into getting it. They normalize it and made it okay for you to use it. Even if you didn't do your research on it. They put fear in you so they can trick you into getting it. And if you don't comply, they'll find ways to get you. Tom planting more traps. It keeps putting more mandates, more lies, more fears, more deaths. But Tom seems to forget that there are a bunch of Jerrys that can see through the bullshit. So Jerry hit back at Tom. Canada's convoys are fighting back for their freedom. People stop complying. People are exposing the government. Jerry leaves traps for Tom. Biden's laptop been exposed, giving Biden's family an investigation. Biden stumbled his words and became dizzy.
My response is, look, this isn't about, there's a reason why he's bringing up all this malarkey.
So Tom decided to hit Jerry with inflation, starving people on purpose just to get them to submit. He disrupted the Keystone Pipeline on purpose, then hit Jerry with gas prices, made Jerry can't afford to go anywhere. Tom also opened the borders and let millions of illegal immigrants come into the country, spend our tax-paying dollars while making Americans homeless and jobless. So Jerry decided to expose Ukraine and Biden connection. Now every country is questioning Biden's crimes and lies. Tom decided to distract people by creating World War III narrative and blaming Russia for it. It also decided to distract Jerry with trannies playing in women's sports. Jerry is disturbed, so he created a plan. Jerry made Tom look bad on his own and made him hit his own traps by getting people to dislike trannies playing women in sports. So now most states are banning it. It reflects the World War III narrative and showed that the US and NATO are planning it, not Russia. It also showed that it has bioweapons in Ukraine. Tom is getting frustrated and began to strategize. Tom wants to hit home and use democratic states to hurt the economy by releasing criminals and mentally ill out in the street, creating crimes in the city, making it difficult for people to live. Tom also created variants and COVID restrictions just to hurt you and stop you again. Jerry thought of an idea. He exposed the CDC and FDA on what they actually put into them vaccines. He also exposed Anthony Fauci and others that have ties on poisoning. People are skeptical on taking the fourth shot. People are protesting on mandates and crimes in the city. Tom ignores it all and keeps it going. Jerry uses the Supreme Court to end mandates. Tom ignores it and keeps it going. Jerry hides in a hole, for now. This life shit is literally a cat and mouse game. Just look at what's going on in the streets. Tom is a cop, Jerry is a citizen. Tom is frustrated that his job sucks and hates certain people, so it decides to fuck with Jerry. Jerry was just minding his business and wanted to go home. Tom pulled him over, was trying to find a reason to shoot him. Jerry felt the pressure and didn't let him get to him. Tom is frustrated and pulled a gun at him. Jerry ran. Tom chasing Jerry. Tom shot the wrong person but kept going. Jerry caught it on camera and sent it to everybody. Jerry lost him and hid while Tom called reinforcements. Jerry knew he's in trouble, so he decided to get back up. They took it to court, and with everything that went down, Tom lost the case. Why? Because he caught it on camera and he had organization groups and a good lawyer. Just for that, Tom lost his job and they defunded all police. The next phase, Tom is now a criminal. Jerry a good cop. The cop was told that there was 3 robberies that happened in the same neighborhood. Patrol the area for the night. Around 12 midnight, a woman said a black boy had broke into her home and started taking her shit. Cops came on time and started chasing him. The cops surrounded him and said freeze and was told to lay on the ground with your hands on your head. Jerry said it twice. Tom didn't listen and pulled his gun out. Jerry had shot Tom, but didn't kill him. They arrested him. Tom had a plan. Tom called Jerry the racist and brought Black Lives Matter involved for reinforcements and used the media to make him look bad. Jerry had a plan. Jerry showed the body cam and made the world watch. Proof that he shot him because he pulled his gun out. He had cops and the law for reinforcement and has a good record that proves that he does his job. The race card had worked and now Jerry don't have a job. Jerry hides in a hole for now. The cat and mouse game never stops, no matter what situation it is. People on this earth play the game, and I mean that shit literally. Just think of how many times you see that on relationships. Guy cheated on girlfriend and broke her heart, so she did the same thing on him. Then play mind games with each other to see if they want each other's back. They use their kids against each other. It gets physical. Now they made up. Then break up again and start chasing again. This narrative has been going on for decades. Everybody is out on a chase. Cops and robbers, the people in Uncle Sam, Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, a chase. The reality is, our lives is like a cartoon. People will try to deceive you, control you, and avoid getting caught into something, just to take advantage over you. They'll play with your life until you're defeated. Yeah, life is like Tom and Jerry. And like always, don't fear me, hear me. R-X and Rebel Mouth out.